Previously on Fly with the Guy.
You know your boy stay working a 2-day trip, and your credit is almost triple your block. This is my first Providence layover.
I've been trying to make my wallet fold all day. Cashing in my dreams, big payout. Underneath my money tree, big shade out. Now these
Hey, what's going on, you all? I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies as a flight attendant based down in Miami, Florida for a U.S. carrier. I'm getting ready to head out on a 2-day trip today. Same pairing that I actually think I did. Is this the pairing that I finished the month with? No. I think I did it at the end of last month. Wow. Disrespectful. Nonetheless, it is Sunday. This is my first trip of the month. I just got back in this afternoon around 3 p.m. I spent the weekend in Tyler, Texas for a mini family reunion on my dad's side, also celebrating my grandfather's 86th birthday. So it was nice to be able to take some time and go out there and spend with them. But now we're back, we're going out to work. I'm pushing it with the time, so let's go. So we've made it onto the aircraft. I didn't mention that we were delayed. I'm just working one leg to Atlanta. Our pilots are delayed coming in right now, so we're just waiting for them to get a more accurate description of when they're going to be here, so we can know how to adjust boarding, because you don't want to put everybody on board and then they're just sitting here waiting in the terminal where there's restrooms and food and beverage. But yes, I am flying lead all this month except for one of my trips, so I've been trying to get here a little bit extra early to the plane, that is, to do my checks and then have time to prep my galley and stuff before passengers come on. So unfortunately, I can't show you all like galley content and stuff like that because it's against our social media policy. So yeah, use your imagination when I say I'm setting up my cart and all those types of things. But once, you know, we get confirmation on from what time our pilots are landing, we'll start boarding, and then we just have the one leg up to Atlanta. All right, so a couple of hours later, and I am going home because our flight has been delayed until 11:45 a.m. I am still in base, so I can be provided with a hotel room because I am a commuter, but I don't need it, so I'm giving that up. But yeah. We've been rerouted for tomorrow. We were supposed to do 3 legs tomorrow, so tomorrow we're just gonna work to Atlanta, be on the ground for like 5.5 hours, and then work from Atlanta back to Miami. So anything can happen. Hey freaking flyers, so this is take 2 of this same trip. So you remember last night I told you the flight was delayed until 11:45 a.m. so we got sent home. And this morning when I woke up at like 8 something, I noticed that our flight had been pushed back even further until 3:45 p.m. except they still had us reporting at 10:45 a.m. and I'm like, why would we want to sit around the airport for 4 hours? Called to see if they would adjust our report time, which they did, and so they pushed it to 90 minutes before departure. Typically it's an hour before, but in the case, you know, 90 minutes is a lot better than 5 hours. So yeah, so we have a 2:15 report now for a 3:45 departure, and our crew is still the same. 3 of us had this on our line for the month. 1 person was on reserve. He was called off the couch to work. So yeah, I've been chilling this morning. It felt good to sleep in. I did get up and I went ahead and 2-strand twisted my hair. So this is not a new style for me. It's actually, I mean, it's new on the vlog, but when my hair was much longer than this, I used to 2-strand twist my hair all the time. And so it's finally grown to the length that I can do it again. So yeah, I went ahead and 2-strand twisted my hair. It's kind of flat right now because it's still wet. It's air drying, but you know, protective styling for the summer so I can stop worrying about it. We're just supposed to work an Atlanta turn now, so will I actually leave the airport? Will I come back home tonight? Who knows? Stay tuned. So we have been here for quite a bit of time and rolling delays. I think we finally have an aircraft, so we're about to go get on it now. OMG. Let's debrief. Alright, y'all, so I know this is probably a very lackluster vlog because I have not been back in front of you all since we got to the airport. We basically experienced rolling delays. The flight was delayed until 3:45. Then at 3:45, the plane that we would have been taking on to Atlanta was caught in the situation in San Juan. And if you did not hear about the situation in San Juan, so yeah, that plane was not coming to us. So we did a tail swap and got another aircraft, and then we boarded up our people and we went to Atlanta. And to our knowledge, we were just supposed to be turning around and coming right back. But remember, our flight was like a recovery flight. So we were kind of rescuing people at this point because the schedule was all thrown off. So we got to Atlanta. We were supposed to be coming right back to Miami. But the time that we had delayed, the flight had been delayed to, the late Atlanta to Miami flight was also about to depart. So there were 2 Miami to Atlanta flights. So they took us off of our flight from Atlanta to Miami to move us over to the next gate to work another flight that was going from Atlanta to Miami. We take all of our stuff off the plane, go over to the next gate, get on the next aircraft, do our pre-flight checks, and then we get calls and they're like,
yeah, we're gonna have you operate this flight number blank, blank, blank from Atlanta to Miami.
And we're like, you mean the plane that we just got off on that we thought we were taking, that y'all told us we weren't gonna take because we would take this one, and now you tell us we're going back to take that one? Yeah, gotcha. So then we basically just repacked up, went back to our original aircraft, and mind you, since we had lost contact with the plane, we had to redo checks again, boarded. We were supposed to leave at like 6. We're just now, we didn't leave until like 11 something, I don't know. But when I tell you, our passengers were so gracious. They was like, everybody that came on board, typically the running joke is that you say hello, welcome, and all of that, and people don't respond back. Before I was greeting passengers coming on, and before I could say, you know, hello, welcome, and all of that, they were saying, oh my gosh, thank you, hello, how are you all? Like, thanks for coming to work. I'm so glad you are here. Thank you all for getting us back to, like, they were just so appreciative. For us, actively being at work, because there isn't an entire pendulum swing in aviation right now, and it's like the demand is higher than there are flight crews. They're just, everybody's just short-staffed, and so at this point you have whole planes of people who need flight attendants and pilots. So the people are just appreciative that we showed up to work, and we're like, look, we're ready to be home too. But it's all done. We're here. Obviously, I'm getting home at 1:45 in the morning, and I was supposed to be back at the airport at 9 a.m. for a Cincinnati turn I had picked up. Well, by the time I landed in Atlanta, I was not legal for that anymore. So I've been pulled off my Cincinnati turn and pay protected for all of the parts of this trip that didn't. We were supposed to work 4 flights. We only worked 2. So pay protected. Wednesday I go to recurrent, so that's going to be the next time you see me when it's time for me to recertify. I just wanted to get all that out so I don't take any of this energy into my house tonight. We're leaving this out here. I'm Brandon, I'm a guy who flies, and I will see you all the next time.
It goes by.